Dale Earnhardt Jr. recently provided a major update on JR Motorsports and its prospective future in the NASCAR Cup Series. We have all been waiting for this news. Many have wondered if JR Motorsports, which has been successful in the Xfinity Series, will ever make the jump to the top level of NASCAR. Dale Jr. finally provided a clear picture of what might happen next. For months, there was speculation. People in the industry realized that JR Motorsports have the resources and talent to compete at the Cup level. The most pressing doubts were regarding finance, scheduling, and if Dale Jr. was actually willing to take on the job. He now has a greater understanding of the situation from his recent experiences. One of the most significant points in this process occurred when JR Motorsports entered a car in the Daytona 500. It was a huge test. The squad had never competed in a full Cup race before, so everyone knew it would be a learning process. Dale Jr. explained his emotions leading up to the event, which included both exhilaration and a lot of pressure. Putting everything together, from the car to the crew, required months of work. Finally, when they were accepted into the race, there was a sense of relief. Justin Allgaier was behind the wheel. He had raced in the Xfinity Series before, but now he was entering one of the world's greatest races. Dale Jr. watched intently, knowing that this was a watershed moment for his team. The purpose was simple: compete, learn, and observe how the car performed. While the squad did not expect to win, a strong finish would be a significant accomplishment. The race itself was very intense. At times, it appeared that they could challenge for a top 5 finish, but they ultimately finished in the top 10. This was a significant accomplishment for a first-time Cup participant. Dale Jr. admitted that if someone had informed him a few months ago that they would finish 10th, he would have been overjoyed. Dale Jr. has also reflected on how this experience affected him personally. He had long pondered participating in the Cup Series, but he needed to know whether it was exactly what he wanted. It really was good for me, I think, to come here and experience this, to see if it was truly something that I felt like I wanted, Dale Jr. explained. Because sometimes you wonder, because of growing up in the sport and your last name, are you making yourself do this because it's what you think you're supposed to do? Do you really want to do it? I think this helped me understand that I do want to be here, personally. I do feel like it's what I should be striving for. He admitted that JR Motorsports has a great business plan for the Xfinity Series and is doing an excellent job there. However, entering the Cup Series would be a significant hurdle. Nonetheless, he feels that he and his sister, Kelly Earnhardt Miller, can put in the effort over the next few years to make it happen. We've kind of been sitting at this position for a long time, and I know people get tired of hearing it from me, he said. But I was so thankful for this opportunity. If this is it, this is it. JR Motorsports has had tremendous success in the Xfinity Series, but Cup racing is a whole other level. The prices are higher, the competition is fiercer, and assembling a winning team would require years of effort. Dale Jr. and Kelly had been discussing making the move for a long time. The question has never been about skill, but rather about obtaining the necessary financial backing. Sponsorship is critical in making this type of jump, and Dale Jr. expressed hope that this experience will pique the curiosity of potential partners. "Yeah, I want to be here and I think Kelly wants to be here," he announced. "I think we can be successful here, and I think that with the new charter model, it's more economical to be here. So I feel like, with our ability to draw interest in terms of sponsorship and support, it's an economical model for us with the new charter agreement." He also stated that charters will most certainly continue to climb in value. If there is someone watching who isn't currently involved in the sport but is prepared to invest, JR Motorsports could be a valuable partner. "We know we have a good business model in the Xfinity Series. We know we have the ability to bring sponsor interest to our teams to help fund our operation," Dale Jr. emphasized. One of the most memorable aspects of this journey has been the people involved. Some of the team members were young men getting their first major break, while others were veterans who had retired from full-time racing but wanted to be a part of something unique. There was a mix of enthusiasm and experience, and everyone worked together to make it happen. "This was almost kind of a volunteer group of people that we pulled together," Dale Jr. said. "We had some young folks that deserved this chance. We also pulled some old veterans out of the rafters, people who had long left the road and were great where they were. They said, "Yeah, I'll go do this with you." It's been kind of fun in that respect, to get the gang back together. And everybody did such a great job, even not having been in the routine of doing this every week. This encounter has only fueled Dale Jr. Epi's passion for the sport. He expressed how much he appreciated being hands-on throughout the process, from pushing the car back with the crew to ensuring it was put into the truck after the race. "I want to help put the ride shocks on the car to get it loaded and see the car off to the house," he said. "This is the best part about racing, getting a car to the track, unloading it, going through the process of putting it out there and racing it. Whether you're driving it, owning it, or whatever, and then when it's all over, if your heart's in it, you want to make sure it gets back to the house in one piece. This was a good experience, and I'm enjoying it. I hope to do it again." Many people have compared this event to other significant successes in Dale Jr. Et's career. Some stated the excitement of qualifying for the Daytona 500 was comparable to winning important races in the past. Even long-standing crew members who had been with him since the beginning remarked it felt special. "B. Hoover is on our team. B was with me in '98 on the AC Delco car and with me through the Bud days with Tony Sr., Dale Jr. said. And he said it's the most fun he's had in this garage. I said, "Man, I've stood in victory lane with the Daytona 500 trophy with you in 2004. And he said, "Well, this is just different." I understand what he means. It's just different. It's not better or even comparable to other accomplishments. Dale Jr. has repeatedly stated that the most significant barrier is the expense of entrance. The cost of a NASCAR Cup Series charter is exceedingly exorbitant, and he refuses to jeopardize his family's financial future for this goal. He is willing to invest, but he wants partners. "I think the overall hurdle is the initial investment in the charter," he explained. "I can put some money in, but I cannot, even if I had it, I would not buy the entire thing myself. I can't risk my kids' inheritance and future on some idea of my own. That's a selfish thing. But I would certainly want to be an investor in any charter that we would be involved in." Dale Jr. also feels the value of charters will continue to climb, making it a wise business decision. If he can find the appropriate investors, JR Motorsports may have a permanent presence in the Cup Series. "I told Kelly that this could create some new conversations with people we haven't had conversations with yet," he said. "We've been on the phone and at the table with others interested in investing in charters, but it didn't work out. But we could have some brand new conversations. You just wait and see. If it's meant to be, it'll happen." Please do not hesitate to share your thoughts on this entire scenario. Also, while you're down there, be sure to hit the subscribe button.